probably just took full advantage of the opportunity that I had. My coaches and my teammates trusted in me a lot this season, and it worked out for me.
What has gone on through your mind since this past Thursday when you guys clinched a spot in the NBA Finals? I mean, what have you done these last 3 days?
Nothing has been going through my mind. I'm ready to play. So all that's going through my mind is I'm ready to play.
You've obviously been at this stage before. You got a bigger role this time around. Just what you learned from that first finals appearance that'll help you for this.
That every game is tough. You got to go out there with that, I guess, a game 7 mentality, and you never know what you're going to get from the game. You just got to go out there and give it everything that you have, and just look at the results.
Did you find that the step up from the conference finals to the finals was a step up in intensity?
Of course, yeah, it's definitely going to be a lot more intense, but you just got to fight through it. Play the game that we need to play.
Do you relish this opportunity to go up against two of the best offensive talents in the league? When we talk about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and what does that mean to you to have this opportunity to be able to go against two of the best in the league?
I'm just happy that we're still playing basketball. I really don't care who we're playing against. I just want to go out there and play, get wins.
You do a lot of police art.
Oh, wait.
When you look at the matchup though, what do you see when you're probably going to have to go against one or both of those guys?
I mean, they're good offensive players. Just gotta, like I said before, with all the other all the other series, just gotta keep them from their spots and try to limit them to the shots that they like to take.
Derrick, before the last series, we asked PJ about the underdog mentality. He said we don't even feel like underdogs. You guys are confident. What do you think is like the reason for that mindset? You guys don't feel like underdogs. You feel so confident.
We believe that we could beat anybody. That underdog, I don't like that really, but I mean, everybody gonna keep putting that narrative on us. We go out there and we play the game like we're supposed to play. I don't really think anybody can beat us in a 7-game series.
I asked Lively this about the plane ride back. I think most of us saw the photo of you guys gathered around. What was that plane ride back? What were the highlights besides the storm, obviously?
I mean, it's just guys just enjoying the win together. Just knowing that we got another goal ahead of us. Just getting 4 more wins. So we that's all we prepared to do, and just ready to get it done.
You guys have more lob dunks than almost all the other teams combined in the playoffs this year. What is it about the lob dunks? Take us through why is it so successful?
We got athletes. We got players that you can just put the ball up in the air and they're gonna go get it no matter where you put it at. Me, Lob, Gav, PJ, Josh whenever we get him. And sometimes Kai when he on the break, they'll Kai some lobs too. But like I said, we got athletes. We just got players that know they role and know they run the floor.
When you look back to when you signed with the Mavs in August and where you are now, has this worked out better than you could have imagined?
Hell yeah. Way better. I mean, I could have accepted my player option in Chicago and still been on a team that's not in the playoffs right now. But I mean, I just decided to bet on myself, and I took less money to come here, but the money wasn't the problem. The money wasn't the issue. I just wanted to have the opportunity to be on the floor and to showcase what I'm able to do, and it happened for me.
Free agency usually goes fast. What was it like just to have to wait until August to know where you were playing?
For me, I don't know. It was nerve-wracking, I guess. I just didn't know what was about to happen. Like, I know where I was going. I know who was interested really, because it was just that whole trade with Dame. It just shut everything down for a lot of players. But I talked to Coach Kidd, and he told me once I signed, and if I was to come here, I was gonna have to work for everything. That's what I did.
Is it kind of funny that the other team you're considering, Boston, is team you're facing in the finals?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is kind of funny, but I'm just glad I'm glad I made the decision that I did and I came here.
Sometimes a lot's made out of playing in Boston. Its atmosphere is playing in every arena. Is playing up there any different than the other arena?
Not really. I mean, they're probably a little bit louder. Probably say a couple words that you don't like, but that's every fan. That's every arena. You hear things that you don't like. People say things that they shouldn't say. But I mean, I'm in between those lines. I'm playing a game of basketball. I really don't care what everybody else got to say. That's not in between those lines with me.
Do you feed off of that? Cause we know Luka does.
You said what?
Do you feed off what the fans say in the other building? Cause I know Luka does.
I find it funny. I mean, I really don't care what people got to say. Whatever people got to say, they got to say it. You can't change what they're gonna say. As long as they ain't touching me and putting their hands on me, I ain't got no problem with it. You can say whatever you got to say. It's a free world.
Playing on the road, in theory, is supposed to be more difficult than playing at home. Why do you think you guys been so successful playing on the road?
We just stay with each other and stay close through the thick and thin. When things going bad, we huddle up, we talk. Whenever teams go on a little run, we always tell each other, we're taking their punch, now it's time to give ours. Ain't no need to fold and shy away from the pressure, because that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep fighting.
When you think back to the beginning of all this, and that big goofy guy with a name similar to yours walks through the door, and you kind of get to know him, could you see Derrick coming alive like he did this season and accomplishing what he did?
Yeah, I mean, since day one when D-Live came in here, we knew that he could be special. And the kid he came in here, 19, running the floor. He got a lot of energy, rebound the ball at a high level. And that's all we could expect from him. That's all we could ask him. He did it throughout the whole season for us. And for a rookie, that's great. I mean, I love it, but next year we expect him to step up, and we expect him to step up even more in the finals right now.
Did he surprise maybe everybody the way he's developed?
I mean, probably a little bit of surprise for a couple people, but I mean, the ones that's been in the gym with him every day, we know what he's capable of. We see it every day, so it's not really a surprise for us.
There are a lot of narratives heading into this finals. What is one thing that you wish, media and fans would focus on?
I really don't. That's up to y'all to focus on whatever y'all want to focus on. I know with my team, me and my teammates, we focus on going into Boston and getting one win at a time, and taking it back home and getting it one win at a time. I don't know what the media should think about this series, but I know it's going to be a fun one.
Do you think you've made the job for your agent this summer pretty easy?
I would hope so, but nah, I just like I said, job not done. I still got a little bit more that I can give, and hopefully I can get a little bit more.
I know Marquise doesn't play a lot, but what has he meant to this team? Not just on the sideline during the game, but in the locker room.
Everything. I mean, words of wisdom. He's been to the finals. He's won the championship. He actually beat me in the championship when we was in the bubble. So I mean, he has a lot of wisdom with his game, and he teaches us a whole bunch. I mean, even though he's not out there playing with us, we all see that Keith is well able to be out there playing with us. But I mean, he just takes that role that he has and he flourishes with it. He lets everybody know what he sees out there. And he's been helping me tremendously this year. Times when I was upset, I was a little bit out of my head. He was the one that brought me back. And that's one thing I always thank him for.
Thank you guys. Coach is on his way.
Thanks, Derrick.